Hello and welcome, Pisces. It's Adam with Arcana Mundi, your psychic witch, and I am here to do your love reading. Today we're going to look at what you are feeling toward this person, how they are feeling toward you, and the mutual energy between the two, and see if we can make any sense out of your situations that are going on for you. If you would like a personal reading, you can definitely schedule one of those through the Linktree link that's in the description box below. There are two tabs in that Linktree link. One will lead you to the store and the tarot booking session. Once you use that link, you can go ahead and schedule your date and time for your reading. They are done live through Zoom. I do not personally prefer pre-recorded readings because you never know if they're just sending one reading out to a bunch of people or like making 10 readings and sending them randomly to whoever. I don't like that. I like direct for you live readings. So how that works is you schedule your time and date, and we reconvene at that time and date with a Linktree link, or not a Linktree link, sorry guys, with a Zoom link and passcode that I will send to you right 24 hours after, up to 24 hours after you schedule your appointment. So then we just reconvene at your designated date and time, and you get a one-on-one live reading with me. So that's my favorite way to do it. It's the best way for you guys because you know that I'm tapping into your specific situation, and it's also the best way for, the clarity to come through. I really, honestly, pre-recorded readings are my least favorite anything. Sometimes I will send them out as a gift for a friend on a birthday or something, but I really don't like those. Anyway, so we are going to also discuss the second tab. The second tab is actually for donations to the channel. I do appreciate those. It allows me to designate specified time off from work, my day job, so that I can actually afford to survive as I continue creating these videos for you. Helps to support me here as a YouTube creator, so I am very grateful for all of you who have done that. And for all of you in general. So, also, if you would like, share, subscribe as you see fit, I greatly appreciate that. Welcome to everyone who's new. If you haven't been here, I'm very much a realist and I do what I do, so it'll be fun. Anyway, so Pisces. We're going to look at what you feel toward this person, what they feel toward you, and the mutual energy between the two. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides in your light, may I seek the truth. Show me that which I need to see for Pisces. What are they feeling toward this person? What is this person truly feeling for Pisces? What is this person truly feeling for Pisces? Oh, that came right out. Pisces, it's very possible that you are married to this person. It is also very possible that if you aren't, there's a very strong connection here that would be leading toward marriage. I'm going to go ahead and clarify yours before I dive into this, and then clarify theirs. At the bottom of the deck, there's the sun. So there's a lot of happiness, bliss, harmony surrounding this connection. There's a lot of warmth and nourishment that you retrieve from each other. Now, what I see in your energy, Pisces, I see we have the Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess. There's an energy of you maybe feeling like you're not bringing enough to the table stability-wise, like financial security, something to that effect. Maybe you feel like you don't make enough money. Maybe you're feeling like you don't provide enough or support enough for this person. And it's like an unknown. Like you feel like you always have a lot of questions with this person. Like you don't know if you always know the truth, right? You don't know if you're always getting the truth from this person. There's a little bit of suspicion sometimes that arises within you about their loyalty, their honor, regarding the connection that you share with them. I feel like sometimes you feel like this person may communicate and getting communication. So I feel like you feel as if this person may communicate to other people about you or problems they have with you, but not necessarily with you enough to deal with them. Okay, so that you even know. But you stand in this energy of being very loyal to this person. You know that you are here for them. You're a man or woman of action, or a they, whoever you are. Gender is an illusion. It is totally an illusion. We have been reading tarot for years and years, and there are divine masculines, divine feminines. There are men that are divine feminines, women that are divine masculines, and theys that are both, and whatever, or one or the other, and it does not matter. Gender in tarot is totally an illusion. I cannot stress that enough. I do not understand why people try to say, like, oh, there's a new man, or wait, oh, there's a man. What the? No, sorry. Fuck that. Anyway, you get me real today. Sorry, guys. But Pisces, there's an energy of you understanding that like you would do anything for this person, even though you may be in a situation where you feel like you can't financially provide enough, or you can't like what you have to offer isn't necessarily appreciated enough, or you fear that it might not be a little bit. Understand that your worth comes from your loyalty. Your worth comes from your action, not your words. Okay? And we have worth all over the place. I'm just saying, like, this person appreciates that about you, Pisces, and you are very strong in your energy of coming forward and being that which it needs to be. Okay, like when something happens, you try to take charge of it. You're a person of action. Now, or you try to fix it. Okay. Now, this person, they understand there's some kind of contract between you, whether you guys are getting married or you already are married, or maybe like you're engaged or something to that effect. There's a strong connection here with the Hierophant where we are understanding there is some kind of contract. It could be like a house deed, it could be a marriage license, it could be whatever it is. You could be married, this person could want to marry you. Now, there is something this person wants to balance emotionally. It's like this person is always trying to keep the emotional balance and the connection somehow. So I don't know. Your cards don't show a lot of emotion. So this person may be slightly more emotional than you are about the connection. And they may be feeling, sorry, they may be feeling like if they come and they may be feeling like they always have to keep things in balance. Like maybe sometimes your actions can be a little haughty, like you can kind of go ahead above and beyond, like over the top with like decisions, or maybe you are like bad at managing money to a point where they are feeling like they have to keep an emotional balance or just balance in the connection period regarding the Hierophant. Okay. I do feel this has a lot to do with emotions though. Okay, I'm not exactly sure, Pisces, if that means that, like, maybe, how do I say this? Maybe some of the things you say or think, they may feel like they always have to, like, juggle to kind of make sure that things stay even keel between you. Um, Now, one thing that we talked about with the High Priestess was the feeling of something unknown, possibly communication behind your back, was what I was getting when that card came up. Now, looking at their energy, I do see the Three of Cups. This person may have or may feel that you have someone in the mix, whether it be a friend, a family member who is kind of asserting their authority um, or their own desires over the connection, which can sometimes taint the waters of the two people in the connection, and it's very possible that that is what they're trying to balance. So keep that in mind. I feel like there's a lot of happiness, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of drive here. Um, Financially, could things be a little rocky between you? Absolutely. And dealing with this, I feel like your person feels they may have to take on a little bit more responsibility than they want to in the connection. But I feel like that also be might be their like cross watchers don't get pissed, but they might kind of bitch about that stuff to their friends, their family, who are in turn kind of tainting their emotions. And they're over here trying to keep it balanced because there's some kind of like, maybe you guys are engaged, maybe you guys are already married, maybe there's just an understanding that you're the person they want to be with. And so they're trying to keep their own emotions balanced over that third person, who may be like, that person's not worth your time, blah, 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 blah. Or there could be a romantic interest involved externally that you may not know about and you may find out about. Okay? Mutual energy. This is where it gets interesting. Lord. That is way too many cards. Hold on. I'm going to redraw. I'm not going to go through 20 cards. Sorry. Mutual energy. There's deception and head over heart decisions right now going on. Someone feels like the wool was pulled over their eyes. Something sneaky happened, whether that be something with finance, whether that be something with emotionality and connections with another person, physical connections. There's something that the communication is off about and there has been lying. Let's just put it that way. Mutually, you're trying to be practical and turn your back on the emotions surrounding that. Maybe it's very possible that some of you are in relationships and have children, and maybe you're trying not to separate because of that, but there has been something that has occurred, and there's like this turn your back on your emotions thing about that in order to keep your feet firmly planted on the ground to make the most logical, practical decisions here. But the concept at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Cups walking away, is underlying. Okay? So someone is potentially thinking, if not both people, about leaving the situation. Clarify this mutual here. The interesting thing is you both see each other as the one. And there's a solid foundation. I feel like I'm talking to a married couple. Or I'm talking to people who are like engaged and in the process of getting married, or maybe there's like a business contract between you two, like maybe you own a business together, and that's why no one's leaving this situation. The Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I think you guys are both running around, or someone is running around. The Knight of Wands and the Mutual. I feel like you have clear, concise, clear decisions that you want to take action on, but the issue is, I feel like there's some wild oats being sown and nothing's being communicated. Like someone's not being... Mutual energy, severing a tie and walking away, communication to separate from other people. Winning at all costs. Walking away from two people. This could be like children, or there's a lot of breadcrumbing going on. Each person is feeling like the other person doesn't give them what they need, but I think it's that priorities are in different areas. I think that one person is more focused on like providing with financial stuff, and the other person sitting there expecting emotional support, and the other person is not providing like any financial support really, but is emotionally supporting. It's like really like someone's expecting this but getting this, and the other person's expecting that but getting this. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of rejection of emotional expression between each other right now. There's a lot of disappointment. Death at the bottom of the deck. There's been a transformation or a rebirth. I don't feel that it's a rebirth of happiness right now. I've got to be really honest with you. Someone is accepting a burden and going forward, going through the motions, putting on a brave face, doing what they need to do to gain notoriety and acceptance, but they are taking on a lot of the burden of everything, and it's imbalanced. It's imbalanced. It is imbalanced. It's about control and action. It's like at one point there were divine counterparts here, and there's someone trying to take action here to rebuild something beautiful out of it, to take control of the situation. But I don't feel like the other person is fully aware of that. But again, at the bottom of the deck, there's a solid foundation. I do feel like it could be salvaged, but I think that, like, honestly, there needs to be some kind of true, like, we have the Ten of Cups. This is the most confusing reading in a long time. And the Eight of Cups. Like, yes, there's emotional fulfillment here. There's a family here. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm talking to people who are married or are, like, in separation with children, possibly, and are really considering just walking away. Because it's like, whatever you guys are doing, you're not meeting each other on the same. So it's like you guys are getting ready to go play a game together, but like someone's going to a baseball field and someone's going to a basketball field. Like, total different expectations of what needs to happen and total different expectations of what you need to bring gear wise to make this game work. And that's what I feel like I'm looking at. Like, I keep seeing that, like a baseball field and a basketball game. Like, it's like you guys are both have different priorities for your futures and what your expectations of relationships are and what kind of relationships you want, and it's like you're not on the same wavelength. So right now I feel like I could keep going on this reading for forever. I feel like right now you guys need to communicate if you are trying to salvage this connection, and like respectfully communicate and lay out what is expected of each other and what your thought processes are to see if you guys are playing the same game of like your future goals and ambitions for the relationship. Because you either need to get on the same page or start a different chapter. Does that make sense? Like, yeah. There needs to be some serious communication between you two, and I feel like if you do have children, that communication maybe being buffered or blocked when you do communicate. There's not full honesty because of fear of, walking away, or where did that go? For fear of like breaking up a family or walking away, leaving your kids here, with communication, like severing a tie here, possibly even just family if you don't have kids, pets, whatever it may be. Like, just because you have kids, I'm going to say this, kids pick up on all that tension and conflict and weirdness and awkwardness. So sometimes, is it best for them to stay in those situations? That's a decision for you and your partner, but that decision needs to be made together and you guys need to communicate clearly. Because right now, things are not in a good light, but that doesn't mean that they can't be, because you both saw each other as one and you have a stable foundation, you know? Maybe you just need to be more open with each other about things and really lay down some expectations and ground rules? Anyway, I'm sending you guys all the most positive energy toward this situation. If it wasn't your story, check back next week, because I read for people who are that need the most in the moment. So whoever comes up for Cancer or Pisces or Scorpio or whoever, you know, I'm pulling on the energy of who needs it most in the moment. So I might have 1,000 subscribers of Pisces, but maybe a third of that is in an urgent situation where they need red, and that's who we're reading for this week. And maybe yours will be next week. So follow up next week. Check and see if your story's coming through. We'll see what's going on here. I am going to do an all signs reading after all of these, so that'll be out pretty soon. So check that out if you want. Hit the notification bell. Thank you guys for giving me the time to read for you. I'm sorry you're in this weird situation, but hopefully we'll get through it pretty soon. Just start communicating. Start communicating. Never going to hurt to communicate with respect and love. But I wish you guys all the best. Like, share, subscribe as you see fit. Thank you guys for being here with me. Have a great week, Pisces.